Okay, so quick review here of The Front Room, a new horror thriller type movie. Gotta turn that fucking air off too, because that thing is just so annoying. What was I thinking in my head? I was thinking of something. Oh yeah. So I got to talking to one of the employees there, and I think she said it best that it's like a psychological thriller. Basically, it's not. Well, it's not. Well, it says even it's horror in Google, but it's psychological thriller. The term psychological thriller, like I think it does better fit. I think the description of this movie, because even though we get the dream sequences that are meant to be, I guess, somewhat scary, but even those were like sort of tame, and I think we only get them like 3 times in the film. I believe it happened 3 times. Yeah, this movie was not good. This movie is not good at all. It's bad. It's a bad movie. It's not even remotely like redeeming. I feel it's the only redeeming quality. I think it's that she kills this bitch, because I was like, how did she die? Because she's like, oh, I hope. Why can I just die? Why can I just die? Because the son, her stepson, right? Her son. He says to her like, we're gonna kick you out. That's it. It's over. You're gonna leave the house. We can't take this anymore. And it seemed like he was kind of warming up to her side a bit. I don't know, like her manipulation. That's the word. Her manipulation tactics were working on him, because he did seem to kind of like, I guess, sort of warm up to her, or like he's being very attentive to her. He even closes the door. Like the wife's there standing looking at them through the room while they're sitting there, and he gets up to close the door. I'm like, bruh, are you serious right now? But yeah, that happens, right? And so it's almost like, how do you call it's almost like what was I gonna say? Oh god, what was I thinking in my head? Yeah, it's almost like I was thinking that maybe he would have been on her side or something. Like it would have been one-sided from some point moving forward. But no, that's not what happens at all. He does, like, and she spits on him too. Oh, it looks so gross. And he's just wiping it. I would have went to the bathroom and started immediately wiping that, like washing it, soap and water. I couldn't just be standing there, this stuff on my face, this gooky, and I'm just wiping it casual. Ugh, that was so disgusting. There's a lot of like, I guess it's a gross movie, right? There's some gross scenes that people definitely would find. I guess that would be the disturbing. There's probably maybe the rating for the film even says this, like, it's not for the faint, right? Because they're like, she has consonants. And I just learned this word today. I've never heard of this word, but that was cool. So I guess this movie gets a point for that. I just learned the new word. I think it's consonants or something along those lines. That term, and it just means exactly what you think it means. They're urinating, they're shitting, they can't hold their shit, they can't hold their piss, they're having accidents. She has a accident on the couch. I don't know how, because she was walking from her room to the couch. And there's times in this film where the people like so this I don't know how she got the idea that something was wrong with her. If she's just, I would figure she's just walking from one room to the other. She was tired being in her room, so she walks to the living room. But she gets in this, she gets like, I guess, the vibe that something is off, something is up. And she asks her, and that's when we first learn about, like she got this problem. She'd be pissing herself like kind of on the daily for, it's like a problem she has. She'd be pissing herself. Okay, so we established that. And then we have another scene, furthermore, that comes up later. And this is the scene you see in the trailer. Somehow they get into an argument about racism and like, what do you think happens to people like me in this country, in America? Because they're interracial couples, so you just know there's going to be some sort of racial dynamic in the film. But the way the argument comes up, I just don't get how. How does that come up? That argument of like, I forgot what she even said to her. She said something to her, and I feel like the wife sort of escalated it, because maybe she wanted to ask, because she saw she has the daughter's a Confederacy paper, and she's offended by that. She's bothered by that, and so I guess she wanted an opportunity to bring it up, to question her on it. And this dinner scene, this was because she made some, I forgot what the comment was, but I don't know. That whole scene to me just felt ridiculous. Like, why are we getting upset? Why are you arguing? What is to get upset about? Okay, so she's racist. Who gives a flying fuck if she's racist? Why does that matter? You wanted her, you invited her to come to your house, lady. And then you see this, and this really upsets you, really bothers you. I don't know. That scene, the whole fighting dinner scene, it just felt so dumb. Like you could have just avoided all that nonsense. It just felt so dumb to me. How that whole scene played out, how it all went down. I don't get it. I didn't get it at all. And then, you know, and I guess, it's like the husband said. He's like, oh, everything in my body is telling me, no, don't do this. But the wife insists. It's always like that in these movies, right? That's always a trope. They insist and then they realize their mistake. Although, okay, so another scene, because she's upset that she has to clean up her mom's shit, which makes sense. I guess it's like a heat in the moment. Maybe somebody would react this way. But, like, there's only one person with a job. You need money. So, like, your husband, he has to go work. And then you bitching at him to not leave to help you, but like he kind of needs to go though. He kind of needs to go and like help out and work and stuff. So actually, me like why are you making a big deal out of this? Look, I know it's horrible. You got to clean this bitch up. You got to bathe her, but like you kind of got no choice here, hon. Like I gotta get this client. Gotta get this client sealed dealed and stuff. And I like that he told her, look, I'm being overwhelmed right now. If I can get this guy to do a plea deal, then we'll be good. I'm going to get this promotion. That's more money. We're going to be in a better place financially. I just have to you got to do me this favor one time. Like, I actually have to go. Like, why are we making a big stink about it? I don't know. This movie, that's moments in this film where just that's such a non-fucking issue. It's such a non-fucking issue. And then this husband, he's like, oh, the furniture, like, she's like, he made a deal with not Melinda. Oh my God, what was her name? He makes a deal with the old lady bitch, right? He makes a deal with this bitch. Oh, we'll take the furniture. I'll get the furniture in. I'll let you have your pair group if you let us take your furniture. But it's like you guys already have furniture in your house. Why do you need more? But he takes that deal. So then she gets home from the hospital after having the baby. And there's all this old furniture. Like, not old furniture, but like there's this prayer. The prayer group is there. And they start doing a prayer on her. And it overwhelms her. Makes her upset. And then later, the husband, the old lady, she tells, like, oh, the husband didn't tell you? He said I can invite these people over. He said you would have liked it. And then the husband even says, like, oh, yeah, I thought you wouldn't mind her prayer group being here and, like, praying for you. And, I don't know. What? Like, that's just such a... You don't even have to just tell them. Oh, yeah, just tell her from the get-go. This is the deal. And even if they're there and they're doing their prayer thing, like, don't just sit there and let these people pray over you. Like, tell them, no, give me my baby, and you guys do you. I'm gonna do me. That's it. I don't know. This movie, it creates the drama, but the drama just feels ridiculous and like it just unrealistic. It just feels ridiculous and unrealistic to me. How the drama is like built in this film, and it's not scary at all. It's not even. I thought it was supernatural horror. It's not supernatural horror at all. It's fucking, like, I guess it's, like, psychological, but not even then. It's just a really annoying mother-in-law. She's just really annoying, and she has to be cared for. You have to take care of her. She's constantly shitting herself. There's literally a montage in the film of her just cleaning her shit and piss, and then they show us the toilet flush. It looks diabolical. And we know she does it on purpose. So we know she's just being an asshole. She's just being a bastard. She's just being a bitch. She can take care of herself. The doctor said this and that is bullshit. She takes her statues down. We never find out what happened to her statues. I'm surprised by that. She takes her statues down. She puts like her father-in-law's urn up there. And she confronts her husband on it. She says, like, what the fuck? Like, this bitch took my statues down. She removed my statues. She put this shit on my house. Like, I agree with her. This is my house. What the fuck is that? Like, no, put my statues back. And, like, I don't think we ever got to see her statues go back. Like, okay, maybe you want to put, like, we can have an agreement here. Maybe you can put the urn on the mantle as well, along with my statues. But you don't gotta take down my statues. What the fuck is that? I don't know. This movie is, it's just not good. The front room is trash. I'm sorry. It's a garbage film. It's not even, can be redeemed. I mean, it's at least... The only thing I like that she killed her. I like that she killed this bitch. I like that part. I liked also when she said, oh, she tells her husband the baby, is suckling on the breast. And then the baby, how do you call? The husband's like, okay, whatever. Like, it's I'm not interested in that. because the baby's like not bonding with her, but the baby, and then the baby, I guess it's just like, for me, I interpret it like shiny stuff. Not that it like likes the cross or believes in God or any BS like that. It's just that the baby like the shiny, the cross pendant thing is shiny. The baby liked the shiny thing, and like, what else can I think of with this film? We get a very brief sex scene, which I'm not sure what that's even supposed to establish. It's kind of obscure, and she's riding on top of him, and she's pregnant. Like in this moment, she's also pregnant too, and she's riding on top of him. Not sure what that's supposed to establish. And then we get this other scene with like the old lady breastfeeding her. Well, we got two breastfeeding scenes actually for this bitch. I guess the second one is meant to make that her husband's being like tricked, is being manipulated by her, because she has this like vision or dream, whatever, of her husband breastfeeding from the stepmom's tits. And so yeah, I guess with that scene, it's just meant to sort of highlight that he's being taken under her wing or whatever. I don't know. But then we got this other scene where she's like the Virgin Mary or whatever, and she's got like these, and then they have this flash with like no shirt on. She's got like 4 titties. This is when she like hits herself, and then she says, "Oh, this is so dumb too." She hits herself, throws herself on the table, and you already know, like, I get what she's trying to do. She's trying to make it seem like, "Oh, this bitch hit me," and this husband of hers, he's actually like, "Oh, she said you hit her. She said that you did it." Like, he's like, I don't know, why you question me? You know this bitch is batshit crazy, and then you coming up to me questioning like why I did this. Ugh, I don't know. The husband character, he's kind of frustrating. He's like a weak man, I guess. He's supposed to be like it's like a weak man archetype or something. I don't know. And then she's like, I don't know what her job is, but she's like an academic type person. She teaches, but she got pregnant, so she loses her job. No shit, because she got pregnant. And I guess, you know, when they said you're not fit to be, like, she's like saying to her husband in the very beginning, am I ready to be a mother? Am I meant to be a mother? Yeah, I guess you're not meant to be a mom, honestly. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all should just don't even have a kid. And they're gonna name the baby Fern, but then this old lady bitch tells them to name the baby Lori. I think it was a girl, right? Yeah, it was a girl. So they named the baby Lori instead. And then they want to say, oh no, the wife brought it up, like, you know, she suggested the name Lori, like, we're gonna name her Fern, remember, but she suggested Lori. And then this dumbass said, no, we named the kid. What do you mean you named the kid? You were gonna name it Fern, and then you named it Lori after she suggested, because she like, and then she like read her. So that was the first part of the film. She like told the grandfather's name of the wife was named Lawrence, right? Her father's name Walter, the grandfather is Lawrence. Because she's staying up, like, after that scene happened, she's up at night. She's like, how does she know so much about Walter? And I'm like, okay, so maybe she has supernatural powers, but, like, we don't even get any other scenes where so it's just a lucky guess, wasn't it? Like, there was nothing more to it. Like, there's no supernatural. Oh, this film is just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad. The Front Room, whatever it's called, garbage movie. What else can I say? Thank you for listening.